doing a quick video to show you that there is a very cheap and affordable option if you need to replace the optic screws that may have stripped out on your Mac 9 DS. You know, there are people on eBay and Amazon that are selling replacements that are, quite frankly, just overly expensive, and I don't think you guys should be paying that much for them. So head on down to your local Ace Hardware, and you're going to be looking for the Hillman part 46331. It is a 6x48 by 1/4 inch T10 Torx screw, and the only thing you really need to do to these, and this is one of those screws, I'll do some close-ups at the very end, this is an OEM screw, is that the head of the Hillman screw is just a little bit thicker. So if I go ahead and grab this guy, you can kind of see that, you know, I'm gonna go here, boom. So, you know, pushing down, you know, that's about how tall the factory screw is on the plate. If I go ahead and go over here to the Hillman screw, you know, we're right about there. So you really only need to take off very minimal material. And to do that, all I'm going to do is take a Spyderco sharp maker. You can use any file, diamond stone that you may have. And I'm just going to run it along this file, rotating it a 1/4 turn with every stroke that I make. And you could use, you know, bell sander, piece of sandpaper if you had it. And I'm just going to do this for a couple passes, and that should do it. So what I'm going to do is take 2 of the OEM screws that I have here on my bench, and I'll take this Hillman, and you can kind of see that it doesn't rock. There is no play in it. And I'll go ahead and dump those screws out, and I will take a Hillman screw that I have modified. Hang on, I'll be right back. Boom, found it really quickly. Drop these in here, and then I'll grab the same Hillman optic, and you can see that it's already flush and it's not rocking. So that's all the material that you need to remove to make these screws work. Literally just a couple passes on a diamond stone or a file is all you need to do. These screws were 41 cents at my local Ace Hardware, and you can just kind of slowly, you know, work these down until it's an absolute perfect fit. And it shouldn't take you more than about a minute of filing or, you know, stoning them down to fit. Here, I'll grab a side of the optic. You kind of see we have perfect lock up there. And I'll even grab this Riton as well. And you can kind of see that that's all you need to do to modify these to work with your optics plate should your OEM screw strip. So you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Other than that, time to mount this guy and get to the range. These are the OEM screws. These are the Hillman 46331s that you can pick up from your local hardware store. And you literally only have to remove a very minimal amount of material. It took me about 45 seconds to a minute on this diamond stone that is included with the Spyderco sharp maker. So cheap and easy way to get your Mac 9 DS back up and running with a much better set of optic screws.